Hi, Pipe Smokers. It's Paul the Pipe Guy live from Rochester, New York, and it's time for Two for Tuesday. Yeah. So grab your favorite adult beverage and your favorite pipe with whatever blend you want to smoke, and let's have a smoke together for Two for Tuesday. And inclusive of Two for Tuesday, we're going to do a tobacco review. Yes. So, what we have in our first pipe is some Crumble Cake English 1, which is just phenomenal. If you like Burleys and Latakias, Latakia, however you want to pronounce it, that's for you. It's just smoky and rich, and it smells so good. You can definitely smell the Burleys in it. And in that, I'm going to be using one of my vintage Canadian style pipes. This one's called the Everyman. It's bowl number 309. And it's probably about almost 9 inches long. And that's what we have our crumble cake in. So let's spark it up. Yeah. Just a nice smoky burley blend. But the smoky ones that I really like, I love Black Frigate. Love that one. I love these, the Bengal single slices. Very, very smoky flavor. Mississippi River, the Special Reserve. That's very nice and smoky. And of course, we can't forget about our Seattle Pipe Club Plum Pudding, Bourbon Barrel Aged. That's really good too. Those are some of my favorites. And of course, can't forget about Spark Plug, which I have some Spark Plug right here. That's really good. And then I have a nice smoky Latakia blend here. Or Latakia, however you pronounce it. Called Latakia Flake. Yeah. Full-bodied, spicy Latakia and Kentucky tobaccos combined with black Cavendish and then pressed into a flake. Yeah, that's really good. And then there's John Cotton's double-pressed Latakia. They're all so good. But I go for that. Like I said in many of my videos before, for about the first year, the only blend that I owned and smoked was Captain Black's Cherry Aromatic. Man, that stuff would give me tongue bite. You smoke a bowl or two of that a night, every day, and after a while, yeah. But this other stuff is good. Oh, and Cornell and Deal's Pirate Cake, of course, is a wonderful smoky blend, along with Blockade Runner. Yeah, that's a great another smoky blend. So that's kind of what I'm into now. Oh, that Crumble Cake English number 1. This burns phenomenal. Let's see, what exactly does it have in it again? An age-old crumble cake consisting of mature red Virginias, Latakia, Burley, and Oriental tobaccos, a true Balkan-style blend for any English smoker. It's good. I have 3 tins of it. I go overboard. When I think I'm really going to like something, I'll just order 3 tins. This Bengal Slices single barrel pipe tobacco, which is put in for like 30 days into a bourbon barrel, a wet bourbon barrel. Supposedly it's a limited edition type of thing. At least that's what they said on Pipes and Cigars. So I bought 6 tins of that. Oh. It is so good to be home. It got up to about 84 degrees today, which, if you're outside all day, it's fine, but if you're in a hot factory, it's 95 probably degrees easily. And then you have a welding jacket on, welding gloves, your welding helmet, your welding metal, which is close to 2,000 degrees in front of your face all day. My shirt was soaked. Fortunately, management and ownership, it's like they're kind of understanding, I think, a bit of that. So if you do need to go out and take a smoke, even though it's not a smoke break, as long as you don't make a huge habit of it, catch some fresh air, you know, like I said, don't take advantage of it. I think they kind of turned a blind eye to that a little bit. Oh yeah. This is really, really good. And it tastes awesome out of this Everyman Canadian pipe. It's called the Everyman. I can't remember who it's made by. I think I knew it once. I think the markings were on here somewhere, but very faint. But it's a great pipe. I suspect it's probably pretty old. And these Canadian style pipes, and when I mean Canadian style pipe, the briar, okay, is very, very long. So the shank is extremely long. And, I mean, you need a real good piece of briar for that. This has no factory fills or anything. You need a big piece of briar for that. And the prices on these vintage Canadian style pipes absolutely has gone through the roof on eBay. I mean, it's hard to touch one. I'm glad I bought mine when I did. I went through a Canadian style moment during my pipe collecting, and for a while all I bought was Canadian style pipes, vintage ones. The oldest one I have is I think it's a BBB or a G, I can't remember, but it's 151 years old. I looked up all the markings. It was made in 1870, and it looks brand new out of the box. Oh, that's good. So we're going to let that rest, and let's get into our tobacco review. So a couple days ago, a package came in. I had 3 different blends, and so I've done 2 of them. The 5 o'clock Shadow, I did a review on that, and I can't remember the other one I did a review on, but it doesn't matter. I did it. So this one I thought would be interesting. Let's clear the palate. This is another Cornell and Deal. I love Cornell and Deal. I haven't gotten a bad blend from them yet that I didn't like. It's called, by Cornell and Deal, Exhausted Rooster. Yeah, that's it right there. Exhausted Rooster. And I thought it looked interesting. So here's what it has in it. A tasty flake of Virginia's, dark fired burley, and a dash of Perique. Blended especially for the Chicagoland Pipe Show years. My doorbell's ringing. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. It was my friends, the Mormon missionaries. I actually used to be a Mormon priest many, many years ago, believe it or not. And so I contacted one of my old friends. He's close to 90 now, that I knew from the church. And so he sent the missionaries over. They've been over 2-3 times. But that's okay. Mormon people are very, very good people. And I told him, I says, look, he caught me at a bad time right now. Usually most days after 4:30 is fine, but right now I'm in the middle of something. And so, yeah, that was good. They're very nice young men. They go on their mission starting right after high school. Go on their mission for 2 years. So as a teenager, they save up for that, because you have to be able to support yourself for 2 years. And then they get back and normally go to Brigham Young University. And then just really good people, top-notch people. But my house is filled with tobacco smoke, and I got a 12-pack of beer sitting over here. I can't have these guys in. Anyways, so let's get back to our review on Exhausted Rooster. I'll read what's in it again. A tasty flake of Virginia's, dark-fired burley, and a dash of Perique, blended especially for the Chicagoland Pipe Show years. All right, so let's see what this is. Cornell and Deal hasn't disappointed me yet, and I own probably 10, 12 of their blends. You can definitely smell the burley and the Perique. I'm not a huge burley fan, but if it's a blend, I mean, I ordered straight burley before, and it was okay. Oh yeah, look at that. It's all pressed out in a nice little flakes. If you can see that. So, what we're going to do is process that and put that in my beautiful, gorgeous, natural blonde Savinelli Petite. I like this bowl. It's a very good bowl. She smokes good. So I'm going to pause the video again, process this, and I do love the smell of that. It's definitely extremely burley rich. I'll be right back. All right, so I processed that, chopped it up in the flakes into about maybe almost half-inch slices, and it rubbed out really good. Just curious. So now that I've opened this tin, okay, it does have like a Tupperware type top that goes on that, and I think it's got a pretty good seal. Do you think this type of storage, once this has been opened, will last indefinitely? I know the mason jars do, but not sure about this. So just a point given, if anybody has any ideas or answers on that, I'd like to know, because I do have several blends that I'm storing like this, that have been opened, and they have like this Tupperware top, which seems to be a pretty good seal. So, anyways, how long will it store for and still be good? So, anyways, here we go with our Exhausted Rooster by Cornell and Diehl. We're going to light it up. Oh, yeah. Ah. This is just a great blend. Mm-hmm. The Virginias, can taste those. Can definitely taste the burley, and I can taste the Perique in it. A very well balanced blend. I don't know what the room note is on it because when I'm room note is like what it smells like to other people. So they base it on like 1 to 5, I think. 1 being not so great and 5 being like really good. But if my son comes over and lights up a pipe, if I'm not smoking one, I can smell it real good. But I can't really smell it when I'm smoking it. Burns good. Does pack a little punch. It's not a weak tobacco by any means. It's good. Very good balanced blend. I could see smoking too much of this. You might get some tongue bite because I can feel my tongue is, I can feel it, you know, that starting of tongue burn. But if I think you smoke it wisely, should be never have a problem with that. It is very good. Once you get her lit, she burns okay. Ah, yes. So my beautiful blonde's starting to get a little warm, so I'm going to put her down for a moment. We'll clear the palate. Yes. That's a strong blend. Yeah. Exhausted Rooster by Cornell and Diehl. I would definitely buy this again. I wouldn't, this is not, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably rate this, at least as far as my taste is concerned. You might think it's a 10. Definitely, if you can get a hold of some of this, I would definitely buy it, at least 110. But this is one I would probably rate maybe a 7. As far as my tastes, and like I said, everyone's is different, so I wouldn't stock up on this or anything like that. But if I ran out, I definitely would buy another 10. But I wouldn't go out and buy 3 or 4 10s, you know. It is good, though. Let's go back to our... I forgot even... Oh, yeah, our English number 1. Crumble Cake English number 1. You got to be careful with crumble cake because it's deceiving. I mean, you cut a little piece off and you think this ought to be just enough for my bowl, and all of a sudden you realize after you rub it out, because it's so compressed, you have enough for 2 bowls, which is fine. I normally just put the excess back in underneath the crumble cake, put the crumble cake back on top of it, and then I have some already rubbed out for the next time I want to smoke it. Mm. Oh yeah, that's so smooth. Mm. Oh yeah, and I love these Canadian style pipes. Smoke gets to travel down a very long chamber and has time to cool down. Not to mention just the workmanship in this. You know, can you imagine the craftsman to make a oval shank? Most Canadian shanks are oval. And then just, I mean, that's all hand done. It's not done with a machine. Mm. Oh, crumble cake English 1. If you get the chance to buy some of that, pick it up. Mm-hmm. It is good. Burns so nice, nice and cool. Definitely an all-day smoke. Will not give you tongue bite. Just by that half a bowl of that exhausted rooster, I started actually feeling just a little bit of tongue bite come through from that blend. It's strong. Mm. So my Lumberman is starting to warm up just a bit. I only have a few pipes that are broken in all the way, meaning that there's enough cake on the walls of the bowl. Carbon buildup is what cake is. And what it does is it actually insulates the exterior of the bowl and the briar from overheating. I mean, you still can overheat it if it's fully broken in, but you take a brand new pipe that's bare wood on the inside there, you got to start smoking her slow. If you smoke it and get it way overheated all the time, trying to break it in, even after you break it in, it's still going to overheat. For some reason, I don't know why, but according to Dale Piper, that's what he said. And he would know. He's been smoking and collecting pipes for, I would have to guess, over 50 years. That's so good. It's just good to be home in my living room after a 9-hour day. Well, I leave at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm home by 4:30. You know, so that's a fairly long day of labor. Let's see if our little blonde is cooling down, and yes, she is. So try some more of this exhausted rooster. One of my subscribers says, Paul, 130 pipes and 60 different blends. It's time to start downsizing. And I'm like, I don't even know if I responded. But no, it's not time to downsize. It's time to still increase throughout your entire life. I couldn't see ever getting rid of any one of my pipes or any one of my tobacco blends. So I don't know. I guess it maybe that subscriber maybe just, I don't know. Maybe thought that 130 pipes and 60 different blends is a little overkill. But it has become pipe smoking, collecting pipes, collecting and trying out different blends has become a passion and a hobby that I love and enjoy. Let me tell you something. For many years, I bought, I used to love to go shooting. I don't go target shooting as much anymore. And I would buy guns, I have about 30 of them. 3 handguns and a bunch of different shotguns. And they all have their different purpose. A gun is a tool. So, like if you're deer hunting, you're going to use a couple different type of rifles or shotguns. If you're squirrel hunting, you're going to use, usually a 22 or a smaller gauge shotgun. So they're tools, and they have uses, different uses. That's why I have so many. I only have 3 handguns. One is a 22 caliber Ruger, which is just used for target shooting. Another one is a 380 caliber Colt, which is pretty small, easy to conceal. And the other one is a full-size Colt 1911 45 caliber ACP, and that is carry that for self-defense. That's a cannon. They used that in World War I and World War II, Korean War. So I have, obviously, at least in this state of New York, you have to have your pistol permit, which I do have. I would never own anything illegally. So that was an expensive habit because, you take, for instance, I went out and I bought this 3.5-inch 12 gauge Magnum shotgun. It's made for duck hunting and goose hunting. It was $1,700 just in one whack. You can buy a lot of pipes and tobacco for $1,700. Anyways, I have all the guns I need. I've raised 6 sons and 4 daughters, and that's another reason why I have multiples. Like I have 4 or 5 12 gauge shotguns because most of my kids shoot. So if I took them to the range, they're all going to need something, right? And I play guitar, and so I've got a few guitars. One of them is a classical, actually it's a vintage Martin D35, which was Johnny Cash's favorite guitar. This one that I have was made in 1974. It's beautiful. I paid $1,500 for that, and it's worth like $2,300. I stole it. So all for one guitar. I have what I need as far as guitars and guns. It hasn't stopped as far as pipes and tobacco yet. We'll see where it goes. Anyways, we're going on 30 minutes, and I never even got a chance to open my second Busch beer. For 2 for Tuesday, we have to definitely do that, or it wouldn't be 2 for Tuesday. Ah, yes. Adam Park, one of my subscribers, asked a question. Why is there one person that keeps giving your videos a thumbs down? Well, Adam, the answer to that is that I have an ex-girlfriend from a couple years ago who knew I had this YouTube channel. So her and her friends, some of them must be subscribed to me. Every time they see one of my videos, boom, instantly I get a thumbs down, one or two. Almost instantly on most of my videos. So that basically explains that. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just laugh at them because they don't have anything better to do than just try to aggravate me. And at first it did aggravate me very badly. And a couple of my subscribers, one said, well, at least you know they're watching. Another subscriber was like, just forget about it. It doesn't matter. And I actually did a video on it that you can look up. There's 2 rats ravaging my YouTube channel is the title of it. 2 rats. You can look it up back in the archives. And yeah, I did that video because I was just starting to get really frustrated. Yeah, so I called her out. Anyways, we're going on almost 32 minutes, and thank you for tuning in for 2 for Tuesday. And I hope you enjoyed the video and our smoke together. And if I don't get any other blends in, then I'll see you on Thirsty Thursday. Yeah. I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. Over and out.